This is not another wedding series. This is a different way of thinking about what a wedding should feel like. Because in 2027, 2028, luxury is no longer about how much you add. It is about how much you remove. The noise, the uncertainty, the decisions that do not belong to you. This is where the Dybiec Standard begins. With calm, with structure, with something we call the architecture of silence. And this is exactly what the Mallorca edit is about. A 15-part editorial series for the intentional couple, the ones who choose meaning over chaos and experience over expectation. My name is Magdalena. I design destination weddings in Mallorca, and I curate ceremonies that are built around presence, not performance. Luxury is no longer excess. It is certainty. It is knowing that every element has been considered before you even arrive. It is the quiet confidence that nothing is left to chance. Because true luxury is not visible, it is felt. Movement across borders is no longer simple. It is designed. Today, every wedding on Mallorca begins long before the island. It begins with logistics, regulations, and precision. And when this is done correctly, you will never feel it. That is the standard of care. Your yes does not belong to bureaucracy. It belongs to you. More and more couples are choosing freedom over formalities. The legal moment happens quietly, but the real moment happens exactly where it feels right. On a cliff, by the sea, in stillness. Silence is not absence. It is structure. On Mallorca, sound is controlled. But we do not see this as a limitation. We design with it. We create rhythm, flow, and atmosphere without ever breaking the harmony of the place. 3 days, one continuous story. Your wedding is no longer a single day. It is a 3-day experience, a welcome that feels effortless, a wedding that feels intentional, and a final day that allows you to breathe. This is where memories deepen. Scale is not about more guests. It is about more meaning. In 2027, 2028, couples are choosing fewer people, but a deeper experience. Because intimacy creates presence, and presence creates memory. Time is your most expensive asset. We protect it. Planning a wedding can take hundreds of hours, but with the right systems, you gain that time back. And you invest it where it truly matters in your experience. Transparency builds trust, not discounts. There are no hidden layers, no unclear costs, only clarity. Because trust is not built through persuasion. It is built through honesty. Design is no longer minimal. It has a pulse. We are moving away from sterile perfection towards color, texture, life. Design that feels connected to the island, not placed on top of it. Guest experience is a system, not logistics. Your guests should never feel the complexity. They should feel guided, cared for, effortlessly moved from moment to moment. Because when movement is designed, experience becomes seamless. Travel is part of the wedding, not a complication. From airport systems to entry regulations, everything is anticipated. So your guests arrive not stressed, but prepared and calm. Dining is no longer served. It is performed. Food becomes a shared experience. Something that moves, that connects, that creates interaction. Because the table is no longer static, it is alive. Memories are not staged, they are observed. We no longer interrupt moments. We document them, quietly, honestly, as they unfold. Because the most valuable memories are the ones you did not realize were being captured. Tradition is not mandatory. It is curated. Not everything needs to stay. Some things deserve to be removed, and what remains feels intentional and entirely yours. After the wedding comes the silence you designed. No rush, no pressure, just space. To feel what you created, to rest, to begin. If this way of thinking feels natural to you, then this series is for you. Because what I will show you next is not inspiration. It is a system. A way to design a 3-day wedding experience on Mallorca that feels calm, structured, and entirely yours. Subscribe, follow, and share this with someone who is about to start this journey, so you do not miss the premiere of the Mallorca edit, because this is where everything begins.